Thank you, Lascan Curla. Lascan Curla, governments have to deal with the crisis of the day, and this government has probably faced more crises than most. But regardless of the magnitude of those crises, governments have to put in place a strategy for tomorrow. To borrow a phrase, some people look at the world as it is and ask why, others look at the world as it could be and ask why not. Unfortunately, this government has done neither. We have reached the end of the era of hydrocarbons, but we have no alternative in place. We've banned exploration off our west coast, and instead we import gas in tankers, increasing its carbon footprint. We talk about offshore wind energy, yet as yet there's no strategy in place that investors can buy into. We talk about solar power. One minister from the government talks about solar power, another from the same department wants to start a trade war with the only country in which solar technology is manufactured. We talk about anaerobic digestion. We're well suited to it, the EU tells us, but we missed the deadline to apply for funding. We have also reached the end of an era when we can use corporation taxes to fund our economy. Corporation taxes, rightly or wrongly, but increasingly successfully claimed by others as theirs. And instead of using that bounty to develop a health infrastructure, we fail to do so. The trolleys mount up. We fail to put a public transport infrastructure in place that will take people out of cars, which is what we want to do. As we celebrate the centenary of the state, we must acknowledge the reality that there was a better public transport infrastructure in place a century ago relative to its time, and perhaps in actual effect, probably a better public transport system in place. If and when this government starts to put a strategy in place to deal with tomorrow and the next decade, you will have my support, but until it does, I cannot support this government. Thank you.